and I got 35 minutes. If I wanted to, I can train up until 35 minutes, but it's gonna be at least 3 minutes, more minutes of martial arts training. Pretty light. The love-hate with it. I don't only train when I feel my best. So if you're consistent with training and you use discipline, there's gonna be times where you don't really enjoy the training, like 100% purely. There's been times where I exercise, I train, I do martial arts training. I just love it. It's like purely enjoyment, and no like hating it, no pain, no discomfort. But if you train hard enough and consistently enough, there's going to be times where you don't enjoy it that much. It's like a love hate. Also saw that Pum went live. No, he's scared of the live stream. It's about to go live. He's a streamer. I don't his live streams. I guess sometimes he's a panel streamer, American panel streamer. And he's scared of the live stream. Dropped the link and hopped up, joined backstage, and I wrote, I'm about to train. And you go up and watch some training. Once it's sports contest, but the channel. You can go down and have that be part of the video up there. It might be AFK. So. With some fighting. So I'm backstage on Pun's channel. This is what it looks like when I guest on StreamYard. He didn't click on live yet, so this is me backstage. So whenever he goes live, I'll be part of his live stream. And here's the chat for it. Waiting for Pun. That's me running the chat. So he already got 2 like 3 now before he ever went live. What I do for this channel is the back and camera flash for some better lighting. I don't know if I use the front cam in this room. It's like this is the light I'm not working with. That's an Edison bulb, old school Edison bulb. And I bought an extra one to be able to see better. And for better quality. I notice if it's low light, it hurts the frame rate. It becomes more grainy. So it's not just your camera. If it's like up to 1080p in the back cam, if you have low light, if the lighting is bad, it makes the footage low resolution, not as clear, basically. I mean, the video was to be as big resolution and size, but the end user effect is the video is not as crisp. So, in my previous training video, I did one 3-minute round of boxing training, then another 3-minute round YouTube short. Muay Thai training, and I used as a guide for what I was gonna do. Something that my wife's father told me. When I said, can you ask your dad for tips? What are the things I should be doing for my future training? He said, do everything and use speed. So in my previous training stream, I thought about that for going live. Let's mix it up and do all kinds of stuff: elbows, knees, kicks, and not be slow with it. So. And I got 35 minutes left of training. This is living apartment complex after $2,200. I have to quiet down. I have to. I prefer to. So, which means we got 35 minutes left. Gotta go. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing kicks. These elbow strikes, spinning stuff, quite possible. Won't be able to punch it. These are sleeves. I really like these. I sourced these from Temu, and I wear these on my legs, which is for the TIPP gear. After I started learning the dog down, I started doubling down with several layers. Now, it also helps to stay warm and for athletic stuff. So I say it does all kinds of things for me having these. So I have these under the pants. This gives you a compression, some padding. This is for knees, kicks. Keeps your knees warm. And it helps all kinds of ways. This needs to be tight. Speaking of wonderful, there's been they had a ceasefire. Trump was part of broken a ceasefire peace deal between Cambodia and Thailand, where my wife lives, and the fire has broken out again. This also sold from Temu. It's a good all-round thing. You can have it. It's really good multi-use items. I can have it as a scarf like this, help keep my neck warm in the winter, whatever. I can pull it up in case I'm cleaning, dust in the air, reduces the dust particles. If I'm outside, it's like I go to the elevator, it smells like perfume or something allergic to it, I can pull it over. I mean, if I could leave my house like this and have this here and then have it normally, it just keeps my neck warm and stuff. And if I smell perfume, for example, in the elevator, which I'm allergic to, pull it up and I'm inhaling a bit less of that. Or if I'm cleaning, spraying vinegar or something like this, there's like vinegar fumes, can help with that. I can pull it up and wear it like a hat, like this, which I like to do, which can also help keeping sweat from going to active exercising. Or I'm wearing it now, like this. So this will help to keep it from inhaling dust. So I kick up dust. That stores in the corner, a lot of this dust collection, the concentration of dust will be the highest in the corners, depending on the airflow in your environment. So it's like this air intake here, and then it goes to the kitchen. So like this is like a dust trap, this corner, where I store the tires and because I'm not playing a role in there in the corner. And basically it's gonna be dust and stuff. So this helps me to not inhale dust particles as I'm training. And if I wear it and train intensely long enough, it also becomes like one of these things. I know the Boss Ruben has an O2 trainer, which I never ordered. I don't need to. That makes it harder for you to breathe as exercising. So it makes it more cardio intensive. You get, meaning the same amount of training. If I do 3 minutes of shadow boxing, that is getting me breathing kind of heavily. Now, if I do the same level exertion with this almost, make it hard to breathe, maybe it's like twice as much as it'd be, let's say if I was shadow boxing for 6 minutes instead. So I like Temu. These also come from Temu. I'm not a political person. I got political recently when the Swedish Prime Minister uploaded a video, and I'm not like subscribed to him on Facebook. It showed up in my feed. I guess it's something I want the Swedish people to see. And it's like, yeah, enough is enough. We shouted out the Chinese tech giants, Temu and Shein. And it's like, for the greater good. It's like this poor Chinese people, it's like somebody's not being paid. It's like, don't be deceived into thinking to do this because like tender-hearted people. It's about something else. It's about controlling you. And it's not what they tell you. It's like because they care about Chinese people. It's the Chinese government's responsibility to protect workers' rights and everything else. So it'd be like China boycotting Swedish steel. The city I live in actually is like a industrial city where they make steel, okay, and they ship it. So they have like a port, they have like a railroad all the way down to the port. They produce stuff, then they ship it off. So it'd be like China going like, oh yeah, it's like in Sweden, the taxes are too high. People are okay, so it's like we're gonna boycott Swedish steel because the workers don't get enough coffee breaks or something like this. It's like exactly just blaming something. This is not about what the talk is about. I actually made a video complaining about that. And I don't vote. I haven't voted since 2018. Now I do believe that the one video that I made more of a difference than like 3 years of voting. Even if I just get like 300 videos, or like a TikTok video ranting about I'm mad about the Swedish Prime Minister shutting down China shopping, I do believe that that video can make a bigger difference than voting. Like a 3-minute TikTok video can make more of a difference than voting. So anyway, let's get sidetracked, see what the time is. Okay, let's go. We'll start with boxing. Hang fighter. I was looking at One Championship, the One Championship YouTube channel. I was resting today, take it easy other than the shadow boxing, not a lot of physical activity. And I went to look at One Championship, what's called One FC YouTube channel. They have 3 fights there, Muay Thai fights and other types of fights. And they had a Mongolian man that won recently. It's a good fight. And then this other man, what's his name? It's another thing, a lot of men are wasting their male prime, like 20s and 30s, just watching sports, playing videos, being out of shape and having bad bouts in the 20s and 30s. And watching sports, maybe that could help you get motivated to get into sports. My point is this, there's many benefits, speak on masculinity now, to part of being a man is being disciplined, and part of masculinity is not being a soft, harmless sissy. So being strong and doing what you can to maintain strength and learning, getting better at fighting, things like this, that's like cool masculinity. That's cool masculinity, meaning being less harmless, more dangerous, and more disciplined. And dangerous doesn't mean a really lunatic running around killing people in the streets. But I'll talk about, like, if somebody decides to kick your ass, would you rather be good at defending yourself and having a good chance at winning the fight, or not? Okay, so part of masculinity is discipline in your character, and pro-co explains also not being a whole decision. The supporters are wasted mere time, like 20s, 30s, having dad balls, being out of shape, soft, not exercising, not training martial arts, and at best it's like they look at the UFC or boxing matches, but they're not training anything. There's quite a lot of men like that. So one of the benefits of training martial arts yourself, speak from experience now, it makes you appreciate more if you do watch sport. If I watch a UFC fight or one FC or something like this, it makes you appreciate it more because you have some experience. It's like if you see a certain kick, for example, in a fight, one FC like a toe kick, which a kick I've been training myself, and they had a short from a fight with a silencer through a toe kick in a fight that was effective. Now I've been throwing those kicks myself in training, and like believing in the potential of them. It's like, yeah, this could really work. Okay, this kick I'm training, all the dumb is like, yeah, I can feel the potential in it, and I know I've experienced throwing it. So it's like seeing a guy use the same technique in a fight, it makes you like kind of enjoy and appreciate it more. If you've been drilling like rapid punching combos and you see a guy who's a boxer throw like a fast combo, it's almost like empathy. It's like you have a better understanding, like feel for what it's like throwing that combo, training it, or what it might take to build up this hand speed or something like this. So, yeah, watching sports is bad. Well, what is bad is that if you're in the 20s or 30s, and you're out of shape, you got that ball, and just watching sports, but you're not doing anything sports. We have 20 minutes left. And these leg compression sleeves, they work for the arms too, if you buy them small enough of a size. So I actually bought, it's like the same product, where it's like compression sleeves, copper compression sleeves, and they kind of fix, it gives some pad, massage like this. So knees what you do is, there's two of them, it's like this, the same ones. And they make it go like kind of from your ankle to right about the knee. So I buy one pair that's XL size, I did buy, like XL, triple XL, and pull them all the way up here, goes all the way up to my butt cheek. Like one of them goes here, and then another one, it's like a smaller size at the bottom. And I have bought several sets of these, because I can use them for my arms too. Got a little bit of pain in my toes from that toe kick I threw there. Gotta get this a bit wider. This jacket on, if you don't connect cleanly in a straight line, it slides off. Usually slides off. Just running 1, 2, 3. And I learned from boxing, so I figured out there's certain punches that fall naturally to different positions, which means send the line straight up and go like this, or a little bit off center. Kind of march them right up the solar plexus. It's good for this. Like a straight pump too, or jab. Now, when I end up over here to the side, this punch goes more naturally. Then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is natural. Now, when I end up over here, 1, 2, this punch becomes more natural. It kind of flows natural for that. This part like is so moving to the right, circling to the right. 1, 2, 3. More kick.
start drill after this. This 1, 2, knee 1, 2. Here's the boxing 1, 2. Touch lightly sometimes to the left, and the right one is the pole shot. Same thing applied to the knees. I go left touch it to knee, just touch. Jump back, front of the right knee, and that's what power knee. So I like to do this, different distances, touch, see, and I'm not trying to make it really impactful every time, sometimes I do. But if I can walk and touch with this, and this is all that, then I'm gonna land. So from here, touch, and that's the power. Let's do low level knee, followed by high level knee. 1, 2. This is the same basic. Good. Go here, tap left, jump back, 2. And those things are mentioned more like Africans. Whereas here, now the left, trying to improve the tempo. Here you go. A little bit lighter. Yes. Stand switch. Go on left knee. Yeah. 1, 2. 1. Stand switch, move pass. Southpaw. Jab. Right. Left knee. 8. E. E. Last pump sequence. That's a surrender flex. Fy. So what I could do there is go down with me, pull my legs, and then switch from this hold to the lifting if I can. It's not the highest hold in my having this back. Fy. It's a clothesline. Doing that with. Boss really was a component closer like that used in Pride. In the blue corner! Ah! They had a crazy pile lady, so it was called. You can't get more excited than that. There's the point. Pancrase is called. I think before the Pride too, now pancrase. Where Dinner loves strikes with the fist. So he started punching his wristbands. They're allowed to do like palm strikes, which is in the bottom landings. And that's one of these useful street fight self-defense techniques. I'd say some of the most important striking techniques for street fighting is palm strikes and elbow strikes. Because you can hit harder and end up hitting a bad spot or break your hand with the palm versus the knuckles. And a clothesline, how I do it, I think that Boss really might have done it sideways like this, meaning hitting like this with a clothesline, kind of like a sideways inverted hammer fist. Normally hammer fist with the bottom of the fist like this. Kind of commit this angle. Punch with the wrist bone. How I like to do them is, I call the wrestling ball. Hold my hand like this, bend my wrist down, and it becomes literally a ball shape here. So I'm hitting with what I call the ball of the wrist. Okay. See here, and that's what I like to call the clothesline. So rather than sideways like this or like this, make a wrecking ball on my fist. See the ball shape here, and I'm hitting with this ball. And palm strikes, it's 95% the same automatically as punching. So how I throw palm strikes, how I train them, how I throw them, how I do the technique is the same as boxing. 1, 2, 1, 2, either 3 with this hook or this one. This bang, 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 okay? Palm strikes, 95-99% the same. It's only punch at the wrist. The image of boxing 1, 2, 3, only impacting with the palm rather than the knuckles. See? And it's the same as punching, only I'm punching with my palm. And the right way to do palm strikes is not a slap, it's a palm strike. It's not like a pin smack, like a light blow like this. You're impacting. The right technique to powerful palm strikes, you're impacting beneath the center line. So if you hold your hand like this, it's the bottom of your hand. When the hand stops and the wrist begins, okay? So from here to here, center line will be around here. You're hitting with the center line down and not with the center line up. Because even if I swing my arm with a lot of force, if I impact center line up, it's not that hard. Same energy impact the center line down, it's a lot harder. So same force of attack, swinging arm, the impact, where you're impacting matters. Both on your hand, where you impact with your hand, and where you impact with your opponent. So palm strikes and elbow strikes are very useful. Especially street fighting. Here, for example, he has like a zipper here, and there's like little things here. So elbow strikes, palm strikes to your cranium, it's easy to break your hand punching the human cranium by wraps and gloves in my tank. Especially for people, the average guy has unconditioned hands. The rest of the might start superhero cranium punching steel. If you search my channel, punching steel, okay? And I'm punching with 2 steel plates. And a lot of hard, bare knuckle training, punching, grooving, and hard objects without wraps and gloves. A lot of times what makes me need to stop is that I open up cuts in my skin. So it's not that it's bone breaking or something like this, it's that you have the skin uncovered and you get cuts. Okay, you hit something hard as friction and it rips it open, the skin. Which sometimes when I do the bare knuckle, where it's like almost pure bare knuckle, I put some medical tape, like a layer or 2, just over these, like here, like the fingers and the knuckles. And then hit hard things, and I get some more punches before. It gives me like an extra layer of skin, basically. So, look at this, see? Those are the palm strikes. Now since after 22, I'm doing everything light so it won't get too loud. So here's the palm strike. here. See? And it's just like a boxing. 1, 2, only impact with the palms. So you see my shirt here. It's like that line down is where you impact them. And how are knockouts caused? By rapid acceleration, deceleration of the brain inside the cranium. Which means it's not magic, it's not like a nerve. Some people get themselves away where it's like they don't understand fighting. It's like you hear that this guy's certain nerve, you touch it, it's like that may cause knockout. No, it's not that you have a certain nerve on the chin, it's like if you touch that makes the brain shut down. It's that the brain is spinning and shaking inside the cranium, which causes loss of consciousness. Knock down, knock out. So basically, a hook to the jaw, which like boxes for the jaw a lot of times, because your punch causes more damage, more likely cause a knockout if you impact into to here versus here, so this cheekbone. So here, this punch is gonna turn my head more like this, which will make my brain move on inside the cranium, versus here, like a hook, this impacting here, it's like a straight line. It's more of a straight line, see? Where it's like the head can move like this. It's more like a straight line. It's not very much shaking inside the brain. So if you hit here, the same attack here, it turns, rotates the brain more, pivots, and shakes the brain inside. So the benefit of bare knuckle punches is you have that force delivered to a smaller area. It's similar to armor penetration, one from the many things. So it's like if you're going to defeat tank armor or body armor, you don't want like a big, blunt object, okay? If you're going to have a tank gun that's going to punch through armor, like World War II armor, Golden Virginia armor, you don't have like a big, flat thing typically. It's like you have something hard like tungsten that's sharp and pointy. So at the moment of impact, all of that kinetic energy is concentrated onto this small little spot. And this small little spot of armor is faced with all of this energy. Versus if it's spread out across the body area, this section of armor is like sharing the load, see? So same with the palm strikes versus knuckle punches. So if I punch with the knuckles here, it's like this, that energy is delivered to a smaller area, which is more likely to cause bone breakage. And it's easy to break the ribs connecting with one knuckle to one rib, which you don't do really on purpose. Like you punch, you might end up connecting with a knuckle, one knuckle, bone on bone, to one rib. And you like to break the rib that way. Versus a palm strike, in the rib cage, it's gonna, all the energy in the attack is gonna be shared across several ribs. See? Versus this, it's like one knuckle on one rib. Also, the hardness matters in armor penetration causing damage. So this is harder, this knuckle, than this. Now, the good thing is like advantage, it's the same advantage and weakness of the palm strikes, where here in the palm strike I do, bottom down, this is like padding, see, since you don't have gloves in the street fight, this is padding, you have muscle here, see, so you're delivering that energy like a boxing glove, not with your knuckles, but you're connecting with this part, so this is like padding. If you feel beneath your thumb, and here, like massage it, that's padding, it's like muscle padding. So you're still delivering the energy, see, to the cranium that can rattle the brain without as big of a risk of breaking your fingers or your knuckles. So break your fingers too. If you're punching and connect with the knuckle, yeah, and that's punch to the side of the secret, and it's going to give you a kind of knuckle. So here, if you connect, you're more likely to break your fingers. And even if I punch, if I aim for like a mouth, okay, my finger might connect with his jawbone, see, and it's bone on bone, and this finger won't can break. So, that's a palm strike. Palm strikes. And that hit kind of takes tempo. A good target zone for the palm strike, it takes the hits to be the ears. Why? Because why is a good target zone? So impacting to the ear here, it's softer and it's also padded for you. So if you end up connecting with this worst part, like the wrist on the ear, there's some collars and stuff, so some padding is to deliver that energy. And ultimately connect with this part of the wrist here. Now, here, and that's good. So aiming for the ears if you horizontal. For the contract, the sideways contract, the hook contract. And what's good about following the ear? Well, if you try to hit like the jaw here, it's same with punches. If I aim for the ear with an orthodox ready punch, yeah, that's a good horizontal for my punch. Bare knuckle to, and I'm delivering that course to the cranium, and the side of the head is weaker. So that's important. Another advantage, I mean, it's like it hurts more to be punched here than to be punched in the cheekbone. It's like it causes more damage if you get punched in the ear, bare knuckle, than if you get punched in his cheekbone, for example. Now also, it makes it more likely my attack will land if he pulls his head back. So, if this is the dummy, and I throw a hook, and it does this, or this, or this, I might still connect if I aim for the ear with a palm strike or punch, and he moves his head back. See this, the same technique, there's about this much space where I'm still connecting. See? So like it's good to hit, you're aiming for the ear, hit the ear. Now if he pulls his head back, I go bang, bang, he starts pulling his head back as I throw this. I'm aiming for the ear, connecting deep. If he moves his head, it's like I can connect with the jaw, for example. They're more likely to land it if you aim to the ear. And it's hitting with this, basically this palm strikes. And elbow strikes. Elbow strikes I can hit pretty much anywhere with the cranium with almost like reckless abandon. Because there's like no bone in the cranium that's gonna be harder than this bone. So if I punch bare knuckle, span attacks, hit hard attacks, I'm more likely to break. My hands connect with the finger on bone, like a finger here, for example. So I'm more likely to break my hand, even with conditioned hands, punching bare knuckle hard, several punches to the cranium. Especially there's certain things you can do, like defensive, to make it more likely the person breaks the hand, like this, for example, here. Where like this order, you can do this in boxing, somebody punches to you, and you go down, back, or here, or something like this. But more aggressively, if I'm here, and somebody's throwing a straight punch here, and I'm fast enough, and I do this, and catch the punch here, kind of at the top of my hairline, that makes it more likely the person break the hand. So this is what athleticism and drilling, like muscle memory, training, specific stuff. Meaning being able to see an attack coming and being fast enough to take a new position and have that punch into your cranium. But it's something that you can do. Catch punch with your cranium. So if a punch coming in a straight punch here, for example, like this, and if it's a straight punch and it connects here, it's more likely to break his hand. So being punching here, bare knuckle, is more likely to break your hand. So if a punch is coming from here and you're fast enough, this is many ways skin a cat. Doing this or this, so this method I can do hip above the hip only, and I can do this where I move my legs, where I bend my legs, or this, or whatever. Now I can do this and drop my head, or just bend my knees, keep the same upper body, everything, and just drop my knees. See, and I'm changing the head level without moving the head. You combine both with both. See, and I'm doing this while bending my knees. See, it's a straight punch that was coming from here, here, or here. That can hit here and break his hand. Another thing you can do is catch punches with your elbows. And if somebody punches into an elbow, you will have to break the hand. Which means use your elbows more aggressively as your guards here. If this punch is being thrown, and a punch lands on my elbow, it's more likely to break his hand. Punching, if it connects to the fingers or the knuckles. So, these are palm strikes. So you're hitting with this part. Now this is the toe slide, which is the other way. Instead of hitting from here, like this, I'm hitting like this with the wrecking ball. Yeah. and it's hitting with this part. And that's how I like to do the close line attacks. Wrecking ball. And you can do a combo. We'll go palm strike, if head is still within reach or you're moving, this is moving back. Left hook, wrecking ball, clothesline, left hook. And I can really do it a lot of force for that, really hold it. And that might be actually about as effective, if not more effective, than a more orthodox boxing punch for the same position and like the same arm swing, pretty much. So that from here, versus, let's do 3 different attacks in the same position. Like we go jab, palm strike, left. Now let's do the first one. Normal boxing punch with hook, see? Here, palm strike, boom. Right hook, or I can go palm strike, left palm strike jab, right palm strike hook, see, with the palm strike, and then the third will be a clothesline. And that one here was palm strike left jab, see, and the beauty of this too, as your optimal impact with the clotheslines, you end up throwing kind of straight like this, 3 to 9 or 9 to 6, which means you're covering a big part of your face when you go from this side. So, see here, and there's so many ways you can do it. You can do back fist clotheslines, where right instead of impacting. So the spinning back fist stuff works better for competition fight, like you see them throw that in Muay Thai fight sometimes, because they have the pad on the back. It'd be a lot more dangerous to use that attack without the padding, because they have so-called chopstick bones. These bones, my knuckles are conditioned, and I have harder knuckles than a lot of people have. I can punch deep boards pretty damn hard by breaking it. So now here's the point. The finger bones support the knuckles. These row of bones here, they are pretty easy to break. So in bare knuckle fighting, even if you're like impacting, you're aiming to impact with the knuckles, you can end up impacting with the fingers. I think that Sensha might have broken his finger like that in the Sensha versus Boka bare knuckle Muay Thai fight, augmented rules. And because it's very easy, if you throw punches bare knuckle, you don't have the padding. Normally you have a glove, it's a chunk of padding here, see? And it might hurt more to be hit with this part, but it's like you're impacting with the padding, like a chunk of padding. It's like padding over the knuckle and over the fingers. It's like a chunk of padding connected. Versus if it's bare knuckle and I punch a knuckle hit here on the cheekbone, if it's just a little bit off, I'm connecting with the finger bones under the knuckles to this bone area, and it's very easy to break these bones in the fingers beneath the knuckles. If you throw a punch here and you're aiming to connect with the knuckles, it's very easy to connect with the finger bones under the knuckles rather than here, so, like this. So it's interesting. That's the point. So yeah, spinning back fist without sports gloves, without wraps and gloves, is more dangerous. Same there, because these bones can be even easier to break than the finger bones. The bones supporting, you have these bones under the knuckles here, that you might impact with from punches. And you have these bones supporting knuckles, behind knuckles, like the raw bones. And these are not that thick and hard. So a spinning back fist that hits this bone, it is very easy to pop and break here. So with the close right here, what I'm impacted with is the forearm, it's strong. And then this part here, it's not like a lot of small little chopstick bones here. It's like a ball on my wrist behind. So I would rather, in a street fight, than throw like a back fist like this, that might impact with these thin bones to the cheekbone. I'd rather throw a reverse close knife, like this. Then you can still break it, but I feel like it's less vulnerable to impact like that. Then obviously, these type of drills are good for building muscle memory, where it's not the only type of training that's useful, it's impact their technique and flow. It can be good to do things to, like this, from here, connect here, and it's teaching my brain the distance and helping me build muscle memory for connecting with a certain technique from a certain position, like from here. Or this here. Practicing muscle memory for connecting from this distance after having touched here. Or a turn around back fist. Close on the time. And if you impact with the forearm to that crossfit. Now this close on attack, it puts straight on the wrist. I don't want to throw that full power to muscle pain. Sometimes when I throw a lot of them and like hard, I can feel it puts strain on the wrist, on your elbow. See, and I'm maintaining a high guard because I'm covering this side of my face. There's here, bang, and this is covered now, and then here. And it stays covered. Go lighter. Go higher, left guard. Now, when you open one door, when you close one door, you open another. So there's no perfect block, really, or guard. It's like if I'm here, and I'm going to protect my head, and I do this, is protecting my head from like hooks. Now I'm also opening up the body. So if this door is closed now, like the lever rib cage, punching my rib cage, this door is closed. Now that's open, and this door is closed. So as you're opening one door, another one closes. If I go here, this is more open, and if I go here, now if I do that, I'm opening this door. One of the risks with the palm strikes, if you end up punching the person's teeth into your wrist, because the wrist is vulnerable on the inside. So if you connect with the inside of the wrist, you can get a cut there. Hey. I want to keep training, so since it's Act 22, I'm going to do everything light and quiet and just touch it. So basically, this is the lowest level impact training. So what I call impact training, knife fighting, stick fighting, like if I sword things, divide things, it's like it's shadow boxing. So shadow boxing is knife fighting, shadow boxing, stick fighting, shadow boxing, sword fighting, shadow boxing, And then there's other types of training that don't involve impact, which could be like shadow box, but you're not really attacking. Like it can be just assuming different guards and stances and practicing head movement and stuff like this. Now, impact training, what I call impact training is rather than shadow boxing, I'm actually impacting with my attacks. I'm connecting with something. So this would be the lowest level impact training, one notch above shadow boxing. Whereas like you could call it assisted shadow boxing, where instead of imagining the person is here for the shadow boxing, I'm actually looking at a dummy and impacting light. So if this utility to shadow boxing, like imagining, which a lot of people do, imagine that the person is here, here, and here. Now obviously, you don't have to imagine if you have something you're actually looking at and impact on. This is the lowest level of impact training, lightest of light. This guy's something is hard to get a good grip. It has something like finger to finger. And I'd like to get this grip. So no wrist. Here. And I could even swing over my shoulder. See, that kind of judo toss. So a lot of times I just get in a position and my brain tells me what is possible from here. It's just physical intelligence, instinct. Because actually, if I want from here, I could throw him over here, or other things. We'll do everything like now. Get in between my legs and then lock like that and then roll down violently on the floor. That's not a single leg takedown, that's a single shoulder takedown. So it's using one shoulder. Another thing I like to do, so you can do offensive stuff for this, is like with me, I have to be limited to solo training. I have to solo train max, meaning maximize the value I get from solo training and get creative. Meaning, another good training you like to do is hang something like a ball, or a tennis ball or water bottle, and then punch it, and it swings back, and then practice not being hit by it. And there's so many things you can do with that practice method. Very good, simple training device. It's like all you need is a string and either a bottle, water bottle, or a tennis ball, or whatever. It's like even like supplements what I used before. And you can practice punching it, it swings, it comes back, and I can practice dodging it, I can practice parrying, intercepting and catching the punch with my elbow, for example, or forearm. Can hit it, bang, bang, fly shot comes back. I can practice coming up and catching it, or dodging it, all kinds of stuff. And it's also good for, it's about as useful for boxing training as knife fighting. Because your practice of timing actually translates to real world fighting ability. It's like, it's a drill that makes sense. Where your practice of timing, for example, knife fighting, good target is the neck. So I'm punching or pushing it off, and then as it's moving towards me, I'm connecting with it. Which is what? In a knife fight, you're holding a knife and somebody's moving towards you. It's with the right time and precision, catch yourself and moving fast at you with the knife. So it's accuracy and timing. And on different angles. It can be, it comes, punch it, then punch a bit into it, and then connect with it again with this. That's another good thing. I know it's a form. Sometimes I use this for grappling, I do takedowns on it, and then immediately transfer to ground pound. Whatever I do, that leads to dummy fall on the ground. It's like, oh, quickly do ground pound. If it's knife fight or whatever, or MMA, like it's on the ground, I take it down like accidentally falls down, pursue to the ground and start attacking to the ground. Now here's another thing. I can practice a rear naked on this. Here. Here. And it's useful because I'm actually getting like good feedback on my grip and if I'm holding on hard enough. So you can practice applying it like this static. But if you start moving around like this, I feel like the weak legs. Like if I would have something weak somewhere, it starts opening this. See, and this hand slid out because I wasn't grabbing on well enough with this. Grab the right place not hard enough. So if I have it here lightly, and then I start pulling on it, because I was loose in my left hand, it broke the grip. It's like, apply it strong, start moving it around, up, down, and it's like the grip is still holding. And then you kind of learning how to hold on to this shape, and I can maintain a strong grip, even if it's like moving around instead of like pulling at it. There's another thing, this is a bit harder, but I can also use this for takedown training, catching the guy just doing a takedown on me, getting him like this. Here, 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 here. Now I have him same there, it's like, okay, I can feel the squeeze, I have the neck, and I have it locked like this on the other side. And it's like, okay. I'm squeezing, holding on, and then same thing there, it's like catching and applying the rear naked on it. And then start tugging at it, it's like, okay, then it's like you're learning how to have a good grip and learning mistakes, like, oh, if I hold it too loosely here, I lose it. If it's like tugging, tussling. So here, grip, and I can feel I got a strong grip. Now let's mix it up a little bit and test it. And I can sense that if I was too loose here, with this squeeze, this is strong enough, like the locking system under, but if I'm not squeezing hard enough here, it can slide out. So squeeze even harder, and can I get this armpit to his neck, and then squeeze. And I feel there's different ways you can do it. You can kind of stiff arm, and have the wrist here on the neck, and have the arm kind of stiff and squeeze or bend it more. Like here. Or more like this. And obviously, I can also go for the wrist into throat here, and then here. Now I'm getting forearm, not just focus on the side, but getting the squeeze here, and then I will get the forearm squeezing against his throat at the same time. Yes, and then also what I was doing there with my finger, little details, it's like I'm learning how to get different grips and make it strong. The instinct was start like crawling. It's like having a G. Like if you're slippery, this is doing nothing. Like grabbing onto my body, it's like this slippery. But with this shirt and stuff, I was kind of finger walking and using that to make the grip stronger. I touching my body, kind of walking here and then using my body, my fingers against my own body here. So I'm walking like this, and then using the fingers on my body. Or the shirt, see, my own shirt, like this, here. See? Here, I got my own shirt, squeeze. And that's the weakness. Pulling this one, which is also teaching me about how to slide out of this. It's like if you would, the weakness of this grip is straight pull back, see? Like here. For example, I discovered something kind of this. Here, and then it's like you move different ways. It's like, oh, I started losing the grip when? When I was pulling straight back is when I started losing the grip. It's like I can use force like this way, it's strong. I can do all kinds of stuff. But it's like if it's this, that's weaker. Then try it again. That's the kind of weakness here. It's like it's coming out. I pulled in this loosely and with this grip. Let's try the same thing, pulling the same way, and have it not come out. Oh yeah, okay, now I've discovered it. So it's here. So here, the way I have it, it's like pull straight back and slides out. Now, step in here with my hip towards him, and then squeeze. And where I'm doing it stronger. And then you can go down here. All right. I do flexing. But this is how I get most of my posts when I post selfies or I post pictures somewhere. It's from moments like this, going back to my stream, getting screenshots. I had people accuse me using Photoshop. I put like a picture I get that's photoshopped. Like, no, it's a screenshot from a moment like this. Watch the video, get a screenshot. These really make a difference, not that much for the wrist compression, but keeping things warm. So I like to stay warm. I don't like to get cold and stiff. So if even like compression sleeves over the knees, they're not that tight, like compressing the knee, make it less likely things can move around a lot out of position and something breaks. It's just the extra heat helps. Like if I have cold wrists and start throwing hard punches, you can feel pain in the wrist. But if I have like the body heat and my wrists are like warm, it just makes them more fluid and looser and less vulnerable to impact. Just the heat in of itself. So that's part of the heat when you warmed up. It's just your body heat goes up and everything becomes warmer and like looser, more fluid. What I like about the cold steel in the neck is there's so many ways I can carry it. This like so many ways I can carry it. Inside of a pant lip like this, just as this. Slide in there. Like this. Or like this in the comb pocket with the belt over it. So it's extra security for if it's like this. You can move a little bit. And the belt over it. This right to left. Left to right. I like to practice knife martial arts too. And one of the most important things is the point. You can make it as hard as possible. Well, make it a lot harder. Here. This is easier. Just hold the hip and give some resistance to the sheet. This is dangerous, don't try it home. Don't do wet shape. There's so many ways to cure it. Just gonna make sure I don't get a scratch. This is an easy way to release the sheet. Just like this. 2 fingers. If I end up with it like this, it's very easy to free with one hand using 2 fingers. Like this is a little bit harder, reverse grip. You can assist with one hand, or you can just squeeze on. These pockets are broken. means I didn't fix it. Otherwise you could have it like that there. It's about like this. Even in sweatpants, I can always like use this in sweatpant pocket. There's a holder here, so if I drop it, it's gonna come out the pant like this. I used to have neck pain. I didn't update it on that, but I used to have a lot of neck pain. I for like 2-3 weeks didn't have neck pain. Fix it myself, car adjustment, everything else I've been doing. Comedy, inflammation, everything else. So, car works. Very explosive. a lot of the reverse grip attacks are similar to Muay Thai elbow strikes, body dynamics, generating power with them. Like this whole thing's powerful. So this is reverse grip. And I like this hold so hard it can break through the cranium into the brain. There's been insect similar to gunshot wounds to the head. But like hard enough, you have the athleticism for it. Like, well, for most people, it might not be that easy. So it's like punching through the cranium into the brain. Is it possible? Yes, but it's dependent upon some factors. Your athleticism, how much power do you have physically? How powerful are you? Listen, how much power do you have? Like how explosive are you? What your testosterone levels like everything else? And then it's going to be the technique, the type of knife, that's going to matter. Meaning this is bone, and if you hit hard enough, like you have it attached to a robot arm, that moves it hard enough into the cranium and can break through. Okay, and that level can be done by a human. Now, if that you have enough power and like the right impact, so let's say like here, but your grip is bad. Like you hit as hard as the robot, but your grip is loose, and you lose that potential penetration power by your hand sliding down the handle. That the grip, the type of knife, and other things. Also, if the knife is weak, so you hit bone and it bends and snaps, now you're not delivering that energy to a straight line. So there's different things that determine if an attack like that will work or not. This is similar, powerful reverse grip stabs to generating force for how I throw these like elbow strikes. Like here. See here, like here, and then here, very similar. Only it's see here, and it's a little bit wider. Rather than this, it's this, or you can keep it tight and like more straight too, like this. Don't try this at home. Here's another reverse grip, another similarity between knife fighting and Muay Thai. It's like elbow strikes. This harder, like here. See here, here. See here, here, or here. See here. Like if I'm holding a knife here, it's pretty much same technique. Only the distance is changing. It's like 90% the same body dynamics. So instead of connecting here, I'm connecting here. See? And if you achieve penetration, this one is this. If I stab into the torso like this, whatever the chest, like here, I get in the body, and like in the body, I can retract quickly and then stab again, or I can drill and build muscle memory for hitting and pulling, see, to exacerbate injury. Like for example, here, if I'm here, and then I stab to this part, like under rib cage here, to the liver, and I'm in there. I can build muscle memory for impact, retract, so another attack, retract. You can also build muscle memory drill for thrust into the body and then pull. So if you stab in here and then pull, you're cutting. So it's like it's in the body, and then you're pulling on it. So it's like it goes in, and then like this. It's in the body, and then you can pull on. If it hits here, for example, go in here, down, and you can pull on.
Got a fish up.